Welcome to The Power of Presence, an hour dedicated to helping you improve relationships with those around you. Your hosts for The Power of Presence are renowned talk show host Mike Siegel and Lynn Taylor, president of Taylor Protocols Incorporated. Now, here are Mike and Lynn.
So how do you then, and after the CVI is the base of this, correct? In other words, you have to have that information first.
Yes.
Okay, so you get the information from the CVI, and then you go in and you talk to the company, and you're going to help them hire the right people for the positions they need. Am I correct about that?
Yes. Oh, yeah. You bet.
Tell us how you do that.
Well, the first thing we do is we ask a fundamental question: What is this job? And that may sound like it's just so elementary, it's ridiculous. But we've asked this now of over 8,000 people who participated with us in development of a top performer profile. And the first thing we have to understand is, what do we want this position to do? What's the work of this job? And how are we going to measure that? So it is, what is the contribution that this job makes to the company, which means what's the benefit to the company that justifies paying this person a salary? And it's nothing about the person. It is what is the design of this position? So that's the first question we ask. What is the primary contribution? You know that I've only had one person in those 8,000 executives give me a fairly close answer to that question.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. We spend 50% of our business revenue as a group on our people. 50%. And not to be able to answer the question is, how do you justify this position financially? What's the ROI you want from this customer service desk?
Return on investment.
Return on investment. How much money are you willing to spend on this person because they're going to bring this much money back? What's the nature of their contribution? What's the nature of that benefit of the company?
Well, on the other side of that coin, it's important for the employee as well, because if the employee gets put into the wrong position because the company cannot even define accurately what the job entails, what the position is required of that person, then they're going to be unhappy because they're not going to succeed. They won't even know what the objectives are of the position, and they're kind of shooting in the dark as an employee themselves. So when you're an employer, you need to put people in a position where they're going to feel gratification.
Yes. As
you put it, the highest and best contribution.
Yes.
In order to be able to succeed. And with the success comes the financial reward at the end of the line.
Right. So why is that, Mike? Well, why do you do this work? What is it about being a radio talk show host, somebody who interviews and grabs key information, delivers to society? What is it that makes you feel meaningful and purposeful in that?
I'll be very honest about it. I think I have the skill, and I have the knowledge, and more importantly, I have something to say. I have a passion about wanting to express my views on various issues, as we're discussing here today. And I want to reach the largest audience I can reach because I think it's important for them to hear it.
You've been listening to The Power of Presence. Your hosts have been talk show host Mike Siegel and Lynn Taylor, president of Taylor Protocols Incorporated.